And so I got this people blowing me up on something, blowing me up about our AI article and how AI and CHAPT GPT, all these things, like this is going on. And then out of nowhere, I'm just reading some news and it comes up, and I don't even know about this, right? But there was this young lady, this Snapchat influencer, her name's Karen. I don't know how to say her last name, but she made an AI of herself. And she said, I made it for people who feel lonely. Hey, I can just hear Barry White in the background, lonely. She said, I made it for the people who feel lonely. Now, it's not me, it's my AI version. And I'm just accessible 24/7. And you can log on and we'll have conversation and dialogue. And it's going to cost you $1 a minute. So she threw it out there. And in 1 week, she made $71,610.
All right. There's some lonely people out there.
Anybody want to comment on that? Are we doing too much? We going too far?
She doing all right.
So you gonna make an AI version of yourself?
Her stock going public?
Bringing in
I don't think that's gonna work.
That's not gonna work. No one wants to tune into the bishop.
No.
Get wisdom 24/7.
No.
Hey, so you can it's like talking to a real person.
Oh, they're saying you don't understand. This was Pandora's box. They're gonna make an AI Donald Trump. They're gonna make an AI Joe Biden. This could be the new way to raise money.
Sorry, just thinking about Joe Biden.
The Joe Biden AI. I thought about Trump. What are you talking about? He's funny, bro, because
Now, what are you gonna do? I mean, are you gonna fix Sleepy Joe? He's awake now.
That was good. But they're talking about doing AIs of all your favorite people. This is going to be a new revenue stream of revenue for people.
How dumb are people?
Okay, you caught yourself. I'm very proud of you. That was a good moment for you.
The problem is you're not gonna know what's real and what's fake.
That's where I was going.
That's the problem.
That's where I was going with that.
Like, so they won't have to say like, "Hey, this is my AI."
I don't think so. Where's the moral boundary on like? Do you have to put a disclaimer? This is not me, or how would? I mean, remember these AIs are adapting to pretty much be able to be responsive, to respond how you would respond. They're learning as they're growing. They're growing as they learn. I mean, it's pretty nuts.
So they're gonna have like full on like robotic people walking down the street where it looks like it's a real person, but it's not a real person.
Listen, here's all I'm going with this. Influence, it's culture influence on the church, right? What's going to stop a pastor from saying this? I'm going to create an AI version of myself. People can call 24/7. I'm always accessible. It thinks like me anyway. It's going to give great biblical advice. I could just go golfing the rest of the week and not work. Do one sermon on Sunday. Where does this end? That's what I'm asking. Like take that down. This is coming. This is coming. These things are learning and growing, and they are adapting to your personalities. We got a problem. Am I over?
Yeah, and these
am I the tinfoil hat guy right now?
Well, and these versions are gonna be better than yourself. You know, it's gonna be able to think better. But how do you? So if it's coming, and you live in a society it's here and it's gonna be here, how do you position yourself not to participate? Or can you? Will we have an option not to participate in this?
What are the moral boundaries on this, Bishop?
And also people were saying like you could just make a fake Trump one, put out news, then you get some real fake news. Like it doesn't stop. Like where's the boundaries? How do you regulate this? Like I don't know.
Where's the stop, Token? Where's the moral boundaries on this? Like if a pastor said,
where does it stop?
So no, I'm saying a pastor calls you and says, "Hey, listen, I've created an AI version of myself. It's not going to get the scriptures wrong. It's always going to give great biblical advice. It's learning and growing. It's going to do a better job than I am. I'm just going to take the week off and it's going to run it. It's going to run all the phone calls for me."
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, just Google something. I don't know.
What's the moral boundary? Is he wrong?
Yeah, he's
Why
wrong.
is he wrong?
Because
what
it's
are you
not
going to tell that guy?
It's not you. You're supposed to be filled with the Spirit, right?
Okay, see, here's where we're going. Let's go.
So how is this computer?
Oh, it's filled with a spirit.
Yeah,
not the Holy Spirit.
So what's the difference between you going to a tarot card reader and you as a pastor. There's a big difference, right?
Right.
But what's the difference between the tarot card reader and the AI version
we got
of you?
pastors right now who are justifying growing weed and saying that's how we're going to get young men in the church. We got pastors right now talking about trans. We already know where that goes. And we got people talking about, gay people get married. That's not in the gospel. Jesus never preached about it. We got another pastor saying, listen, there should be a whole nother set of rules sexually for men and women over 30 because they's grown. You mean to tell me they're not going to see this as like this ain't nothing. Y'all tripping. Bro, this is the Tower of Babel. Once people all speak the same language, somebody sent me a reel. They said, listen, you don't understand how far this is already going. Some guy had a little voice recorder in his pocket with AI. And he went to a person who spoke French. The person spoke to them in French. This recorder told him in English. He responded in English. And out of here came his own voice from this recorder back in French. He said, I don't need an interpreter. Here's my interpreter. And this is going at the speed of sound. As quick as you can talk, as quick as it'll translate to me as soon as you're done talking. Now, we can't have quick dialogue because I've got to wait for you to finish. But it is processing that fast. Pretty soon, it won't be in your pocket. It'll be in your ear where they can't even see it, like a hearing aid. Tower of Babel. Mark of the beast. I'm telling you. This is how the Antichrist gets up and talks to everybody all at once. Prove me wrong. Okay, you got the skeptical look on your face. Go ahead. You think I got a tin hat on my head? No. You think Pastor Law, that was it? He went off the deep end. He's gone. We got to get him back. Where's my pastor?
I wasn't thinking that. I was like, prove you wrong. But anyways, this is what
challenge.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
What?
Prove me wrong.
Well, there's nothing a substance there to actually prove against you. But I mean, it's a good theory. I mean, it's very possible. I mean, if it's already happening, there's nothing to say it can't.
How else does the Antichrist talk to the world?
Yeah, I don't know. But no one knows. I mean,
just like in the days of Noah, just like in the days of the Tower of Babel, all one language.
Yeah.
It's tearing down. Think about it. Everybody in a room, whatever language this person's speaking, everybody has that same earpiece, right? AI. And as he's talking, there's no need for a translator. You don't got to have 100 other people translate it. It's just in your ear.
It's crazy.
Does this freak you out? This freaks me out.
So do we not participate?
What do we do?
Because I'll give you. So what's the difference between what we're already doing here? We all have cell phones, right? I think they were talking about this 20, 30 years ago. What's coming with cell phones? Now everybody has it in their pocket.
Okay,
but you can't live in a society really today.
I feel like you gave us a setup question.
No, I'm just asking.
So you're saying I'm a single man. I'm feeling lonely. I just want to hear a friendly voice on the other end and give me some encouragement so I can dial up?
I wasn't going there. I was just saying you can't live in maybe today's society up to its speed without a cell phone.
Yeah.
Right? We're already connected and attached to everybody anyways.
Oh, you agreeing with him?
Yeah.
What AI does, it just takes it by 1,000 times. What we're already doing.
So where's the moral and ethical boundaries here?
I don't know. We got issues.
We just don't live in a society with moral and ethical boundaries.
That's my point. That's my point.
Oh, yeah, the world's in trouble. If that's what you're trying to say. We've been in trouble for a long time. Go to church.
Were you asking if we screw? We screw.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we all do that.
Basically,
who agrees?
Basically, this has been the Not Offended podcast, and we basically summed up the whole podcast. Are we in trouble? We in trouble. We screwed. That's it. Ship is going down. Yeah. I'm just saying there are people who are going to right now okay, listen to this. I can't make this up. I got an email from a college professor. Talk about how far this is going, moral and ethical. I got an email. Oh, it was a text message actually from a college professor. They said we just got this email from the dean of studies, and they said we are contemplating right now no more take-home papers like writing your essays. That they may have to write them with pencil in class. You might say, well, why? They caught several students using AI and writing complete papers and doing all the work. Punching in a few things, doing all the work. They're not doing any work. They're not learning. So they said they are really throwing around right now at a major university, kids having to do it in person with pencil.
So it brings up a good point. You said, where does this go? How does this affect things? It all comes back down to money.
Okay.
whoever gets affected by money, that's where this AI thing will go.
What you mean? Give it to me.
So theoretically, if everything in college you could use AI for, it starts to dilute what a college degree looks like. So then what's the point of even getting a college degree? I don't need to go to college.
Are they relevant now with AI? No.
So I can have an AI. I don't need an interpreter. So having somebody with that degree means nothing. I don't need all these different. You can start to eliminate jobs. You can start to eliminate different. If you start to eliminate money, then people are start to make a big holler at.
Since you went down there, can I ask you something? So when the online thing hit, right? Remember COVID? Do you guys remember what COVID is? We remember that? Remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
You got a
Still
mask.
fresh.
Yeah.
Everybody got a mask.
So the whole thing went online. Think about it. You could have had an AI person teach the class. You didn't even need a professor.
Yeah, I mean AI right now. Somebody was saying that they've got one of the pizza companies has AI. It's making pizzas now.
It could answer the phones.
So it's gonna
put in the order.
It's gonna eliminate jobs. Which I mean, if it's the wealthy, the highest of the highest, they don't care if it eliminates jobs because it saves them money. So that's not really a big factor, I think, of moving the needle. But when you start talking about whether or not big TV companies and movie companies and things like that start to lose money, I think then they're going to start making.
Well, so right now the writers are on strike for like TV shows and movies, and a big thing that they're fighting for is against AI, because they can start writing shows, and so like all the writers are going to be put out. So they're on strike right now because of that. That's part of it.
Okay, this is where I'm going. We have unleashed something, and I think that's why that guy stepped down, the Godfather AI stepped down and said, hey, listen, we opened up something we should have never opened up. And I'm just telling you the spiritual ramifications here. This is some creepy stuff, guys. I'm telling you. This is some creepy stuff, because if you leave it up to men, men's hearts are wicked. They're going to start thinking of all sorts of devious things they can do. This is some serious stuff. Okay, so moving right along in the Not Offended Podcast.